Hello guys, how are you doing? Oh, what's happening here? Okay, doesn't matter. My hair's so long. Oh my gosh. Look at it. Okay, anyways, it's long, it's full, it's hair. Okay, I've been doing a lot of stuff with it. Really trying to get it right. It's kind of frizzy. Okay. We're on Pisces, just so you know. Oh wait, I have to do something. Because when I was doing my hair, I set the like the bonding tool on the top of the stool and like the little like the top of it, so I wanted to snag my skirt. Okay. So let's get this ChatGPT out because I have questions. We're doing Pisces. We're looking at all the houses per usual. Something about that noise. Okay, let's continue. It like runs demons away, or it aggravates demons, that noise. Anyways, let's see. So we're gonna pull oracle cards out as well, but I'm gonna wait until we pull the energy for your first house out, just so we kind of know how you're sitting, the first three houses. So there's gonna be four different parts, looking at the four axes of your life. Pisces rising, 23 degrees, Pisces rising. So let's do this. So the first question we have is, what energy do I need to embody now to become my truest self? Death is on the bottom. My nose is itching. Wait, we're gonna change this so you guys aren't looking necessarily at me. I want you to be able to see the cards on the table. What the fuck is going on here? Holy fucking lopsided, fucking crooked having ass. Whoa, bitch, this is crazy. What's happening? Everything is crooked. Oh my gosh. Those are my knees. Hello. Why is everything so crooked? What is happening? Let's straighten this motherfucker. What is going on here? It's a fucking shitstorm. Okay, there we go. I guess that's gonna work great. Okay. So. The world. The world. Okay, so the world is going to talk about somebody very special, someone very reserved, someone that understands the quality and the benefit of using Saturn to your advantage. Somebody that understands the energy and the benefit that life has when it comes to restricting yourself from things, holding yourself back, not necessarily indulging in everything, but in kind of like less is more, I want to say, with the world card. Less is always more with the world. The energy of cycles completing and new cycles beginning. Somebody that is refined, has worked on themselves to the point where they're ready to go up to the next level in their life, the next level in their, this person could be going from low class to middle class. This person could be going from middle class to high class, first class, right? This person is up leveling in regards to the way that they perceive themselves. right? It's an energy of graduation. You could be getting older. You could be just getting more mature. You could be getting a lot wiser. You could be learning the benefit of saying less, okay? You could have overcame some pretty self-mutilating, like some self-sabotaging, some like self-harming tendencies, I think in the past that made you a lot stronger. The second question we have is, what shift in mindset or action will help me increase my stability and income? Let me pull this up here so I can actually see what it's saying. Okay. What shift in mindset or action will help me increase my stability and income? What shift in mindset? The Knight of Cups, the Knight of Skulls. I was actually, I was listening to like the, because I didn't really understand like who Jeffrey Epstein was. And the first card I pulled out, it wasn't from this deck, it was from the black and white deck. But when I asked like the deck who Jeffrey Epstein was, the Knight of Cups is the card that came out initially. So it kind of made me think about the Knight of Cups maybe in a different way, right? The Knight of Cups can be somebody very charming, but I feel like there could also be a side to the Knight of Cups that can be manipulative and can use that charm, that ability to kind of be whoever you need them to be in order to get the bag. Very interesting that came out. I believe he's a Pisces moon. I think he's a Revarti moon. So he might be an Aries moon. Like, I think maybe he's Uttara Bhadrapada moon, which would be early Aries, early Aries. Jeffrey Epstein I'm talking about. Okay, the Knight of Skulls, right? It's somebody that's not necessarily, he's soft, he's gentle, he's ideal. Okay, so being ideal, softening, being romantic, being emotional, while still having that energy of fire, right? It's like a warm bath or like warm water, right? It's hot tea. It's steamy. The Knight of Cups is steamy. Because all of the knights are fire, so we have water and fire. There's also a little bit of air in the Knight of Cups, so he's also intellectual. So there's kind of multiple elements there. He might lack earth. Okay, so there might be a sense of needing to remove the sense of practicality from your demeanor, remaining romantic, remaining up in the air a little bit, and kind of removing that practicality when it comes to your finances, being fantastical and remaining in a dream state and optimistic, and that could be just something that's a little bit different about you. That could help you obtain more finances. I know it's kind of counterintuitive to say that, but that's what I'm getting. The third house, we have communication, learning, siblings. How can I express myself more clearly and authentically at this time? The King of Pentacles in reverse. The King of Pentacles in reverse can be somebody, it can be kind of like the King of Pentacles in reverse, he can be kind of like stingy when it comes to finances, right? He could be really frugal. He could be the kind of person that really holds back on material things and being giving when it comes to material things. He's probably pretty flexible when it comes to his tastes and what he likes in the world. He's not super set or fixed. Like the King of Pentacles upright is pretty set and fixed. in his ways, while the King of Pentacles reversed could be quite the opposite. Very mutable, very kind of okay with whatever, not super picky. The King of Pentacles reversed can do without. How can I express myself more clearly and authentically? How do I answer that with that card? By being mutable. Maybe even being a little bit more receptive. We have Cardinal Fire. The Kings are air. So, and then we have Earth. So it's lacking water. So maybe that's what the third house is missing. Maybe your communication is lacking this emotional touch to it, the sense of being connected to your emotions. There's something about somebody that is emotionally mature that can communicate with you from a place of emotional maturity, right? That might be where you're feeling imbalanced. There could be a blockage there. There could be a fear around your emotions. Maybe you just haven't cultivated enough emotion to share right now because you have this Knight of Cups. It looks like he's on his way to kind of help your community or your communication become a little bit more emotional, become a little bit more intuitive, learning how to intuitively speak, learning how to communicate intuitively. All right. There could also be something about a lack of emotional energy, stopping growth when it comes to the things that you're communicating. Like, because you can't bring a sense of emotion into your communication without this Knight of Cups bringing it through. Okay, that's enough. 12 on the timer. Let's get these oracle cards out so we can know what we're talking about here. So, we have guilt. Notice here that she has this shackle around her arm. For Pisces. We have 222, balance. Now is the time to take inventory of your feelings. Are there any feelings of imbalance or resistance? Divine whispers are here to remind you that the alignment that you seek is also seeks you. Breathe, rest, reset. What feels peaceful and calm easily finds me as I restore balance within me. Hang on. Oh, I forgot. There's a, like... I left some of these out because I was cleaning up my house, and I'm going to reshuffle. You have service. I don't feel like that's right either. I should have taken perfection, but I don't want to do that. Let's retry this. Maybe I should have kept guilt. I don't have to take any of them, honestly. Here we go. We have recovery. And there's a key here, which is going to tell me that you're unlocking something, like I said, I said you are going up to a new level in regards to just your life, your energy, the way you perceive yourself, right? It's an ending, but it's also a new beginning. Let's see here. And you can see this person is like in the spirit. This person is physical and this person is physical, and you could have been channeling something through for another person on the other side. Let's see here. What is the message for Pisces? We have trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. I think that, oh, we have these ones, I forgot. And then we'll keep the oracle cards out, because this is just going to be for the whole reading. I just needed to know what energy you were in. Obviously, I'm a Pisces rising, so it's pretty easy for me to know Pisces' perspective of things, because it's going to be the most accurate to my own perspective of things most of the time. I also, Libra and Cancer, those are my 3 signs. Or Virgo, but not really. I tend to follow my tropical for tarot card readings more so. We have Pluto. The need for control of, an obsession with, and a power struggle. Resurrect, get to the heart of, do or die, and you must. Oh, fuck. I wasn't expecting that. That's kind of intense. For Pisces. Go wild. Full moon in Leo almost popped out. A time for healing. Balsamic moon. And my outer experiences are a reflection of my internal condition. We have one more. I gotta pick these ones up here because I am gonna use this same deck again. I was just noticing on that King of Pentacles card, like he has like a pig nose. So you might like refer to yourself as somebody like kind of tidy. We have a way with words. Is what came out. So you might have a way with words, or you might know how to good fortune and luck, a French word, and we have the feeling of a loss of self when you stare out into a void. Japanese and French. Notice this is a sun, a moon, and this is a star. So if you have a moon in Pisces, you could be feeling, maybe if you're not necessarily at the point where you're ready to level up, you could feel this energy of staring out into a void. If you are in the energy where you're ready to level up, step up, and really embody this new energy, that, right, you'll know what it is. If you're in the energy of being ready to level up, you won't know, and you'll feel like you're staring out into a void if you're not ready to level up yet. So let's see. The 4th house. This is going to talk about your home, your roots, and your emotional foundations. What healing or adjustment is needed to strengthen my inner foundations? For Pisces. 4th house for you would be Gemini. So what healing or adjustment is needed to strengthen my inner foundation? We have Justice. Came out in reverse. Justice, I guess it's upright for you, reverse for me, it doesn't really matter. It's Justice though. Justice is a sense of balance, is a sense of, you know, weighing the energy of something. It's the energy of needing to decide, like if there, you have to think like there's the scale, so there's two separate parts of something. And there's the energy of comparing. There's the energy of looking at one thing, looking at another thing, and needing to figure out what needs to go, what needs to be added to both separate things in order to make them equal. That's what this kind of scale thing does, or which is more, which is less. And if you want it to be balanced, right? And we have balance here. So what do you need to cut off? What do you need to remove? What needs to be added to these two things that you're looking at? This void and then good fortune and luck. How can you share that good fortune and luck with your emotional foundation, your home, your roots? How can you heal those things? How can you start to look at things from a different perspective of, I can't believe how lucky I was to maybe have this obsession with something, to have this, it is in reverse technically, so there could be something an injustice, or there could just be an imbalance that you had in the past. How can you see it as something beneficial and positive for yourself instead of seeing it as something that was done wrong to you? So you can come at things with a more optimistic outlook instead of being obsessed with, being freaked out, being angry, being dark and far away from the sun, far away from the soul, being so far away from any realm of what makes any sense at all. How can you bring yourself back in closer to the light? Or how can you find light within the darkness? Maybe that's what you're doing in the void. Maybe you're still looking for the light in the darkness. But also, if you're looking for the light in the void, if the void is outside of yourself, you'll never find it. The light is inside of you. Maybe. I don't know where your sun or what house your sun is in. What house your moon is in. Creativity, pleasure, and romance. What wants to be expressed or created? What wants to be created or expressed through me right now? Death. And rebirth. With it being in reverse, it could be telling you to hold on to something. It's not over yet. It's not, the ending is not over, right? To keep holding on, to keep being persistent. Keep being a lifeline for people. Keep being a sense of life for people that might feel dead in themselves, right? Be that source of hope. Be that source of joy, of positive reinforcement. Be that source of just agape, right? That could be also what this void is agape. Maybe you're getting close to agape, right? That you have to kind of go through all levels of love in order to get to the energy of agape, which is the highest form of love in Thelema, which is an unconditional, all-encompassing love of the self, love of the other. It's eros, it's all the loves combined, where it truly just becomes universal and all-encompassing. And there's so much power in that void, in that space. And I think that that is what the abyss is. and is the only way to truly pass through the abyss, is to connect to that sense of agape, because that's really where the internal light is found. When you find love for yourself, and that's the very first kind of love that you have to have, is love of the self, respecting the self, cherishing yourself, honoring yourself. And then you get to the love of the other, and sometimes they kind of all, they form all at the same time, right? You can't really live without, you have to have all of them. Once you have all the kinds of loves and they're developed and they're not, and they're free of, you know, hindrances, then you get to this final form of agape. So continue to be that for people that might not even know what that means or experience what that energy is. And if you're in that energy, if you're truly in that energy, they won't feel weird to you. It won't feel bad to you. It won't feel like you're being creepy or like you're afraid of rejection, because there's no way to reject it, right? There's no force field that can block that energy out. And people might not be ready to receive it, but what you give is what you get. Always. What you give is always, always, always what you get. We have work, health, daily life. What habit or routine will best support my well-being and progress? The Wheel of Fortune. That's Jupiter energy. It's expansive. It talks about cycles. It talks about working the wheel, seeing the wheel from not necessarily being on the wheel, but working the wheel, creating the wheel, right? It's wheel work. The Wheel of Fortune, I don't really know that it necessarily belongs on the Tree of Life. I guess it does. There's like a part on the Tree of Life where you have to learn to work the wheel, each wheel, but really you need to learn how to work every wheel. So you have to know the wheel work before you actually get to the Wheel of Fortune. It's Jupiter energy. It's going to talk about space and expansion. I like that we had the Saturn card come out first. And then the 6th, we have this Jupiter-Saturn energy. I love Jupiter and Saturn together. I don't think that one could exist without the other. There's the energy of Jupiter expanding things out so far that you will find yourself constantly chasing something. And without the energy of Saturn, chasing your goals, your wishes, your dreams, well, Jupiter, yes, can create it, but he makes it so far away that you can't achieve it or reach it without the energy of Saturn. You have to have Saturn in order to reach that goal, right? The limitation, the boundary. Like Jupiter, you cannot go any farther than this. So Jupiter has to stop. And once you're able to get to that Saturnian energy is when you truly get what you desire. You get your achievements. You get the things you've been manifesting, the positivity. But Jupiter will run. Jupiter will run, Jupiter will expand, Jupiter will push things out so far because he rules space. Expansion. Okay. I think that was your next little quadrant of houses. We're going to move on to the 7th house now. So we're on the other half of the wheel. This is going to talk about, your 7th house starts with Virgo, and it's going to talk about mirrors, contracts, and partnerships. What truth do I need to understand about my relationships at this time? For Pisces rising, what truth do I need to understand about my relationships at this time? Mirrors, partnerships, and contracts. The Moon, What's happening? Give me this. 5 of Swords. Okay. The Moon. The Moon can talk about fears. It can talk about the subconscious. You know, if you have your Moon in the 7th house, a lot of times you'll find that your partners can be very nurturing. They can be very practical. A Moon in Virgo is a beautiful placement. They can be very intellectual, especially if you're able to kind of reflect off of each other. There can be an energy of maternalness, of nurturing, of caring, of healing, right? This person could be really good at, they could heal you. They could, very sexual energy with Virgo in the 7th house, right? You could have a tendency to kind of like create very sexually nurturing, not deviant, I wanted to say deviant, but like Virgo is the Virgin, which doesn't necessarily mean free of sex, but it just means like quite the opposite actually. Virgos are very sexual. So you could find that people have a tendency to kind of mirror your sexuality to you. There can also be a sense of mirroring, especially with the Moon being so reflective, Pisces, of you and your partners being very equally yoked in regards to your sexual tendencies, your sexual behaviors, your sexual desires, but also kind of like more even we haven't really gotten to the sexual part yet. But Virgo's a very sexual sign, so it's hard to kind of really be in the energy of Virgo without understanding what that means, or what that's the energy that's going to come out. Virgo's the house of sex. What is the next one? We have the 8th house, which is going to talk about transformation, power, and shadow. What part of myself is ready to die or transform so that I can rise higher? Also, how is this Moon person? What is their finances like? The other people in your life, Pisces. The 6 of Wands. This person could be the kind of energy, they look out for themselves. They are slightly selfish. They could, like, they make sure that they're okay before they make sure that you're okay financially. The 8th house can talk about the opposite of the 2nd house. If the 2nd house is your finances, right? This could talk about your mirror, your partnerships, your contracts. What are their values, self-worth, and money like? And it's looking like they have the 6 of Wands, which is the card of triumph. It's the card of success. It's the card of, it's good. It's not a bad thing. And don't get into an energy of jealousy, but understand that we are looking in a mirror here. All right. And we had the Knight of Cups come out for your 2nd house. So there is an energy here of making an offer to someone or going towards someone that is successful. Jupiter in Leo, this person is great. They're not bad. They're good. They're successful. They are sure of themselves. This person that could have peers or people around them that are envious or jealous of them. People that see their success and want their success but get frustrated that they're not them. Don't fall into that category, right? Look at this person that is opposite to you face to face, right? Like, don't... it's good that it's coming out for what's it called? Right? We have this one person that's up higher, and we're looking at your lower half. So that would tell me that you're even higher than this person, or this person in the center could be you, Pisces, even. And there could be people beneath you or below you that have envy or that want to see how you're able to be so successful, so unique, one of a kind. certain of yourself, confident financially, confident sexually, you know, kind of like the chosen one energy. It's a big expansion and on your high horse a little bit. Okay, so you're rising, Pisces, but that could also mean that if you rise to a new level, which we were talking about, you have to understand that if you're on a brand new level, the people around you are more than likely going to be more advanced in that level than you are, right? So it's like big fish, small pond. You have to adapt to your new surroundings, your new level, the new energies that are going to be around you. It's not just going to be as easy as the previous level where you could have been a big fish in a small pond. It's like you're moving ponds now. And the people in this other pond could be a lot bigger than you, could have a lot more than you, be a lot more successful than you. So don't get jealous, don't get envious, but learn and grow and pay attention to what people are saying. Don't disassociate and or feel a sense of not worthiness enough. Because if you weren't supposed to be there, you wouldn't be there. What's the 9th house? We have wisdom, higher learning, and expansion. What new perspectives or belief will open up the next door on my path? The 9th house, we have the 2 of Cups. Relationship, love, soulmates, unions, partnerships, romantic relationships, love and romance. In your 5th house, this is going to be Venus in Cancer. Your 5th house is ruled by Cancer. So there could be definitely something about pleasure, creativity, and romance that's coming through expansion, higher learning, and wisdom. And this is a new perspective or belief that will open up the next door on your path. Commitment or just being fond of someone, liking someone, choosing someone specific, potentially. Let's move on to the next section. 10th house is going to talk about your career, your purpose, and your reputation. What step will move me closer to fulfilling my calling? What card was that? This is my favorite card in the whole deck. It's the 6 of Cups. If you look at it, it's actually funny because he has this middle finger and he's like blowing up behind him. Okay. That's Sun in Scorpio. The 6 of Cups, in this deck, it really reminds me of humility. Honoring something. Okay, so you could be seen as somebody very respectful. Someone that respects the people above you, respects the people around you. Somebody that has a good reputation. You're trusted to go to places that most people wouldn't be trusted to go to, right? Scorpio's very occult information. It's secretive. They don't let, like, you're not just going to get the Sun in Scorpio, right? Like, you have to be trusted or special. There has to be something, especially with Pluto right here. Like, you don't just get that power. They will keep it to themselves before they allow you to come into the realm of Scorpio. It's coming out as your 10th house. So your reputation is somebody that is trustworthy enough to go to these places and to be respectful and to be, you're worthy of going to these high up places that you want to go. Your purpose is to go to these places. You know respect, you know how to act. Community, vision, and future. What support or connections are essential to my long-term dreams? What support or connections are essential to my long-term dreams? The Ace of Cups in reverse. I wouldn't say that there's any connections, but there is a connection that you made within yourself earlier in your chart that you need to remain connected to. And that's that sense of agape, that sense of emotional maturity, emotional fulfillment, that sense of universal love and understanding and compassion, that sense of kindness, and the sense of self-certainty. Right? Because it starts with the self. So don't ever lose that sense of yourself. You still need to make sure you're taking care of yourself, taking care of all the things that come before your career, right? And then the connections that you need to remain are the connections you made within yourself when you chose the path of agape, when you chose the path of universal love. When you started to love yourself, your environment, your family, your romantic partners, so much to the point where all limitations and boundaries and leashes and, disintegrated, right? The love became universal. And it wasn't because of another person, but it was because of you. And that's the thing that you need to remain connected to, is that you are the source of love. I am the source of love. I am my own source of love. I can share that love with another human being, but at the end of the day, my love doesn't come from another human being. I am in love with myself. I am in love with you. I can love you, but I'm in love with myself. The love that I have cultivates within me. Therefore, you can never take it away from me. Because it's all me. I love me because of me, and I love you because of me. Because the love comes from within me, as it should the same with you. And when you're able to meet two people, two organizations, two that are both in the energy of agape, that's where true power is created. That's how true change, positive, beautiful, wonderful change can come to the world. That's free of jealousy and free of negativity, right? A true leveling up, a true going up to the next level in life. And there's sacrifices in that energy of agape, where you have to, sacrifice some things. What hidden influences or inner truth is ready to come to light? The Two of Cups in reverse. I think that that's just that you have the capacity to love someone else. And maybe you would even like to love someone else, but you don't need to love anybody else because you have yourself. You have yourself. You don't need to have another human being because you can love yourself. And the love that you make within yourself is the best love that's possible. It can feel good to give it to another human being, but you don't need to give it to another human being because you give it to the world every day. You are the world. Yourself. That's your message. Gotta go. That was a fucking long one, ho. I gotta go. Okay, I'm going back to work now. That was your message. That was a damn good one, bitch. Okay, I'm leaving now. I'm never coming back. And, oh. Shoot. Gotta go.